I'm going to show you guys what I do with this muriatic acid. So this is just like the swimming pool muriatic acid. I had a few parts that were painted poorly and they had a little bit of rust on them. And so what I did is I just put them in a plastic bucket. You can do not use metal, of course. Do not use aluminum. Put them in a plastic bucket. I'm going to dilute this and neutralize it with some baking soda. And then I'm going to brush them down and clean them off with water with this. I'll be right back. Baking soda. Dump it in. And then rinse it. Okay, these are all rinsed off now. I brushed them with a steel brush. Still have some paint here and there. So I'm going to put these, I've got some sanding mops on a wire wheel on a, I'll show you. Anyway, wear eye protection. I have eye protection on. Rubber gloves. When you mix the baking soda with this, it will basically turn to water and salt, right? It's going to break down acid, and a base, I believe, equals water and salt. I just mixed it in there. We're not trying to grow anything here, so make sure you don't put it anywhere where you're trying to grow stuff. Here's the sanding mops I was talking about. So it's just sandpaper. It comes like that. You put it on your buffing machine, or whatever you use it for. So I've got 220 on this side, 320 on that side. For something like this, I just use the 220. I'm not trying to make it smooth. So you see that? I'll be back in a second to show you the results. All right, here's what we have. This was cleaned up. Actually, I did use the 320 side, but it's great. Those sanding mops are great for just getting schmutz off of stuff. And I'm going to hit this with a little bit of clear because I like the look of this. And you can also use it on your nuts if you're tall enough to reach. It's kind of high for me, but that's that. Here's what they are. I forgot the website. You guys can look this up though, but this is information. They come in a pack like that. You spread them out. There are instructions on the website, and they send you instructions for putting these on. It's pretty easy. You do need to get the hardware also. If you don't have it already, you need to get the hardware, but that's what that looks like. All right, I'm gonna hit this with some clear high temp paint, like header paint, real quick. Bake them in the barbecue, and we're good to go on those. So when I paint things like this, like small parts, and I know this is kind of ridiculous to be spraying these, but they're already getting a little bit of surface rust, like flash rusting. So I'm just going to coat them lightly with some clear engine enamel. But I like to use a screen like this. It just makes the paint go on easier. It's not coming back up at you and kicking around dirt and stuff. So that's a little tip. Probably helps it dry faster too. So I just put a light coat on here, and then I'm going to bake them in the barbecue for like 20 minutes at 300. So I turn a burner on over here on low, and then I typically just put parts on aluminum foil and keep them in here about 300 for, I don't know, a little bit, 20-30 minutes. Let it cool down, and you're really good to go at that point. I mean, any paint could come off, any finish is going to come off over time, but this should keep these looking pretty good for a while. Here are the bolts, the nuts, rather, and the castle nuts. You can see on the inside they're starting to get some flash rust. So I'm just going to coat these now, and probably put a little WD-40 in there, or some grease, even better, or some oil. All right, so this is ready to go. Get it back on the camber arms, I guess is what these are for. All right.